boys have earned all of them. Can you imagine? Some boys have earned all the merit badges.
Like art and sports?
Yes, like art and sports.
And honest, how many badges?
Is it 150? I mean, that would be a neat goal. I even saw a picture of twin boys, twin brothers, and they were the ones that had each earned all the merit badges. And so, I mean, these aren't just requirements. It's part of that journey like the pioneers had. And for some, it might be going up that hard mountain that they had to go up, or being stuck in the mud sometimes. We've had a few kids, a few scouts stuck in the mud, and I think a few are still stuck in the mud. You know, out on the, I don't know what plain it was, Ohio Plain or whatever. But that's okay, because there were a lot of people there to get the pioneers out, and hopefully we've got that same program going here. And another one was leadership, because every scout, once they are first class, to earn these ranks, they need a position of leadership. So it can be like patrol leader, assistant patrol leader, and there's just, you know, a great big list of different things that they can be responsible for. They could be the quartermaster, the librarian, and many different things. Because they want the boy to be responsible. And, I mean, what an amazing thing, I think, to include all of these. And then the last thing I noticed was service. In the Star in Life, each boy has to do like so many hours of service, 6 hours, or, you know, while they are in that rank. Where the Eagle, to be the Eagle, then they want you to give, they don't have a set number, but they want you to give more than 6, and some even give 100 hours of leadership service. And so that is really cool, because it isn't that the boy goes out and does the service. The boy picks a project, and then he organizes it. He organizes everyone that help him, and he leads them in how to do this project. And so I think that is, what's the word? Wonderful. I mean, that is really neat for the scouting program to do this. So that's the things that I noticed that are the same in these last 3. We want them to be active in a troop, so they're busy doing something, and they're living by good principles. They are busy earning merit badges, learning about their world, their community. They're showing leadership, and then they are also doing a project. Now, before we have the young man come up and we'll give the awards, I wanted to show you one thing. This one is Austin's badge that he will put on his shirt, and it is different than Brennan's. This one has a 2012 on it, on both sides, and Brennan's does not. Does anyone know why?
Because Austin did it early.
Okay, Austin did it last year. That's right. But they don't always put the year the boy earned it. Anyone else? Do you know what?
A different boy?
No. Brother Witters?
Marks the centennial of the first Eagle Scout badge that was handing out.
Yeah. And I think 2012, wasn't that the 100th?
Yeah.
It's the 100th
100th year of scouting. I don't know if Austin planned to do it that way. Did you? Yeah, he says yes. And so his will have a 2012 one.
Yeah, you know that.
Okay, so to begin with, we will have Austin come up, and Austin can get his parents, and then we are going to, Austin can escort his parents. That's what you're supposed to do. And then we will have Kirk Zirker award the pins and things to Austin because Kirk, now follow along, Kirk was Austin's scoutmaster and Corey was Brennan's scoutmaster. And so we're going to let the fathers, uncles, I mean. Okay, go ahead. And then you can follow, and so you know what to do, right?
What am I doing?
Well, you come up because you're the parents. And then we get to watch you fumble around and put the pins on.
Well, it's been a real pleasure working with Austin. Part of doing the badges and stuff, I think, is important, that it allows the young men to find things that they really love. And one of the things that I always noticed with Austin in the scout camps or different things we'd go to, he always really enjoyed the sports end of it. They played a lot of vortex ball, throwing a ball around at each other, making a big dust cloud in the camp, getting in trouble and all those sorts of things. But they really enjoyed that, and Austin was always really involved in sports and stuff like that. So, Austin, congratulations. Finish with the time. Can I put this on there? It was a privilege working with Austin. Yeah, Austin, you want to give it to your mom first? Your mother's pin. Dad's pin. And Austin has an opportunity to give a mentor's pin to someone that helped him out for his scouting years and things like that. So. Present myself. Thank you, Austin. Congratulations.
One more time.
Oh, you want to take that?
Handshake, one more time.
Handshake.
Handshake.
Look over there.
You shake with the left.
Excellent.
Can't remember for sure.
Now we'll have Brennan come on up. Now I will say this, and Kirk denies it, but I took over a perfect, well-oiled machine, and I came in, and all of a sudden the gears started crumbling and falling apart. But I will say Brennan was very self-motivated from home. He had influences that we didn't see at in scout meetings and stuff like that, he had lots of help from mom and dad at home. And so a lot of his merit badges, we would come and we would be working on with scouts, and we would hear, I've already got that one done. And then I'd say, guess what? You got to do it again. And so he got to help out quite a bit with the other scouts because he had done some of those personal fitness and personal finance, and some of those ones that we were working as a scout troop, he had already taken that initiative onto himself and had worked at home with mom and dad, and they had really helped push him along and get him to where he is in a unique situation because he is one of the few of those 2.5 million or so boys that have gotten it in their 13th year of age. It's very difficult because you have to stay on track and you have to work very hard to get your Eagle done that quickly. I had a mother that was very involved and pushed me along, and I didn't quite make it as quickly as Brennan. But he did a really good job. Now, I think that requires a little bit, because he did an awesome job. And neat things in scout camp, all they did at scout camp when we went there is jump on a big log. That the scout camp guys said, don't get on the log. And as soon as they turned their back, our boys were back on the log jumping. So that was our claim to fame. So I guess we'll pin this on. And then we have the same. Here's your. Now, one of the reasons that moms get a pin is because they stand behind the boys and kind of kick them in the butt often to try to keep them going. And in many cases, they end up really earning it. And so they deserve it.
Not in this case.
And then my mentor pin, I wanted to give it to Brother Jared Witters. Because for my leaders, he was kind of the one that kept down all the records. So he would ask me oftentimes if